Chapter 8. The Promise. Eastern philosophers believed that the basic elements of nature are earth, air, water, and fire. In Estolia, Amador, Key, and Sebastian believed that the more important question was what they were made of. They postulated that every person was comprised of three elements: body, self, and soul. Zakarian, Capitulo 1. Zacharias felt his skin prickle as her words hit him. No man can live without his soul. The promise I give you today, Zacharias, is that you and your nation will know great prosperity. None of those who will fight and battle on these turbulent seas will see in your land anything of value. It will be unremarkable to all who see it, and left to grow in prosperity into eternity, so long as you and your male descendants keep to the constraints I will set you.
If no man can live without his soul, how can I enjoy prosperity?
She continued as if he did not speak. Estoliana will conceive a son as a result of the extraordinary exchange you will make with her. This is my gift to both of you, for taking part in the exchange.
But to exist without my soul?
You cannot exist without your soul. Once you give it into Estoliana's keeping, you must not try to exist without her. Too much time apart will grow acutely painful. You will measure your lifespan by the lifespan of your wife. Part of the prosperity you and your people will know will be a longevity and a health unheard of in this world.
He wanted to believe. If she spoke the truth, he needed her to specify what he had to do to obtain the blessing she was promising. To get all you promise, what must I do?
What I promise to you, I promise also to your male descendants from now until time ceases to matter. They are to do the same as you. Find a woman pure of heart and body in their 30th year. Wed her within 7 days, and remain faithful to her for the entirety of their lives. Like you, they will give their soul into the keeping of their wife, and I will give them a son in return. As long as you, Zacharias, and your male descendants fulfill their part of the bargain, your nation will enjoy never-ending prosperity. If you or your descendants fail to wed the woman within 7 days, your nation will also fail before one full cycle of the seasons can pass. This requirement I give unto all your male descendants. The heir to your title must take it seriously.
Every son I have, and their sons also, for all time must live this promise, or the nation fails. It sounds like there is at most only a few generations where this will happen. If we have longevity, prosperity, many children, then the number of descendants constrained to follow your dictates becomes vast.
Not that he wouldn't grasp hold of the promised blessings for himself. He felt a surge of disappointment in the future. It would not be sensible to expect every descendant to keep the promise he was willing to make. Have I said yet how much I like you, Zacharias? You will be sovereign, king of Estolia. Your firstborn will be your heir. He is constrained to adhere to my commandment, in his 30th year to find a woman pure in body and mind, and then wed her within 7 days of intimacy. If he cannot fulfill this promise, then your second son, or the second son of the monarch at the time, will, as a last resort, take on the burden of compliance. I shall gift your male descendants, especially those required to keep your promise to me, with the ability to see the soul of the woman who is their perfect mate. They will see it as an aura of great brilliance confirming her purity and suitability as their partner in this life, and as the one woman on the planet who can keep their soul.
She stepped towards him, her eyes boring into his.
You and Estoliana will be blessed with long lives, freedom from regional disputes, and granted guidance as a nation. So long as you and your heirs keep your promise to me, your nation will never fail.
He didn't respond right away. He looked away from those fathomless grey eyes and down at the beautiful woman standing mute and unaware of the conversation. What of Estoliana? Does she get no choice? Is this what I am to teach my sons? To find and take the women of their choice regardless of their wishes? As much as he desired the woman he rescued, he didn't wish to be like the men he met in his travels, taking without asking.
He wanted for himself what his parents enjoyed, a partnership. This deity could strike him dead, but he would not agree to an arrangement favoring only him. When she didn't respond to him, he finally looked at her, expecting to see anger. Instead, he saw approval.
When I first noticed you, Zacharias, I could tell you are a man of great character. Ask Estoliana to be yours. You will discover that she is as attracted to you and to the concept of permanence as you are to her. Be certain the wishes of the daughters of your land are honored by the men who will call themselves Estolian.
You have my promise that I will do as you have asked, and I will teach my children, so they will know what they are constrained to do from now until time ceases to be time. If Estoliana will have me, he added under his breath. He felt the weight of the promise he was making, as if it was molded out of the stuff of his soul.
Do not forget what you have promised me this day, Zacharias, son of Ezekias and Amadora.